We have SmallAnt. This is
Pokemon
quite
Platinum.
the older video, but I do like to watch SmallAnt every now and then. But we have Can You Beat Pokemon Platinum Without Taking Damage by SmallAnt.
Came out in 2008. I played a ton of it as a kid.
That sounds really hard. Taking no damage? How do you do that?
Gen 4 is probably the one I put the most hours into. I wanted to replay it recently for nostalgia, you know, but it's Pokemon. If you've played it once, there really isn't much reason to play through again, so I made it a bit more interesting. I tried to beat Pokemon Platinum without ever having my Pokemon take
First of all, you have to be
damage.
fast, I would imagine, be really, really fast, and do a lot of damage. Yeah, kill them before they hit you.
Here's how it went. I named myself Ant, and the rival was the man, of course, and walked over to get my first Pokemon from Rowan. I chose Piplup. It starts with Pound instead of Tackle, which is great because it has 100% accuracy instead of the 95% accuracy that Tackle has in this generation. Then,
Missing
the man wanted to
tackle is
fight.
always a pain in
Just
the
keep
ass.
using Withdraw, please.
We failed.
Alright.
We're
Yep,
resetting.
took damage. Had to reset. To not take damage fighting this Turtwig, it needs to withdraw 6 times in a row.
What are
and
the
then miss
chances
2
it does
tackles.
that?
Barring a crit from Piplup, the chances of this happening are around 0.004%. So I threw myself at the battle over and over for half an hour until I quit. Well, with Piplup at least. I thought about it a bit harder, and it turns out Turtwig was the right choice. Fighting against Chimchar, it knows Leer instead of Withdraw as its non-attacking move. This means it won't make our attacks weaker each turn. All that needs to happen is Chimchar leering 4 times in a row, which is a 1 in 16 chance. Much better
that's not
odds.
too bad.
And on the 3rd attempt with Turtwig, I lucked out and it happened. No damage rival battle. Leer again! Leer again! Yes! We're through! We've done it! After 40 minutes, I was finally able to make some progress. Talk to Rowan, nickname Turtwig, get some Pokeballs, and then we're free to have some fun. I can go right up to the next route, battle the first trainer who has a Starly with Quick Attack.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, it's time to start solving problems. What can you do to not get hit by a Starly that has a move that will always hit before you? Well, Turtwig literally can't. He learns no priority moves. I had to catch my own Starly. Here's how that went. Let's do it. Oh, crap. Use Growl. Thank you! 1,
Oh,
2, 3.
three?
Yes!
Yeah!
First try! I got lucky and caught it first try. Then I accidentally pressed the power button and had to redo it all, which took like an hour. Anyways, with the Starly in the party, I had to train it up until it could one-hit KO the opponent's Starly with its own Quick Attack. A Quick Attack KO is guaranteed once Starly evolves and gets to level 19, so I had to do some grinding. Which isn't like normal Pokemon grinding at all. To guarantee you never take
No.
damage, you need to also one-hit KO
To get your free
every
event
wild
shinies, I'm
Pokemon.
not,
Unfortunately,
no.
the only attacking moves that Turtwig and Starly know are Tackle. And if I use those, there's a 5% chance that they miss
Hey,
each
Joe, thank you
time.
so much for
Getting
the
to level
follow,
19 with
welcome
Starly, I'll be using enough tackles that I'm essentially guaranteed to miss at least once. So I needed to find an alternative to training against wild Bidoofs and Starlies. The solution was found at night. It turns out, this route has a minor Kricketot infestation. At night, there's a 10% chance for a Kricketot to appear, and at this level, the little musical bugs only have Bide and Growl. Bide takes 2 turns to deal damage, so as long as my Pokemon can defeat the Kricketots in 2 turns, we're good to grind. But of course, Starly can't do it in 2 turns, but Turtwig can. So I had to train Turtwig up
Fair enough, fair
until it
enough.
was able to one-shot the Kricketots, then I could switch train Starly until it could fight them. During this grinding, the chat and I decided on the full rules for the challenge. We decided that after each badge, I was able to save, and if I happened to take damage, I could reset the game back up to the previous gym. We felt this stays true to the challenge because it's really about strategizing about how to make progress, rather than wasting my life away doing mindless grinding for hours. But as you'll see, I still wasted a rather large amount of time. Oh, and another thing. For mindless grinding, I sped up the game, because again, I'm not trying to waste my life fighting Kricketots for 30 hours.
Especially in this
After
game,
exterminating the entire...
where like the HP bars take like 20 freaking years. They take so freaking long for what reason? What reason, really?
higher Kricketot population, my Starly evolved and grew to level 19. I was ready for the first battle. I completely stomped youngster Tristan with quick attack and was able to progress. It took 9 in-game hours to defeat the first trainer. This is gonna be a long one. In addition to Staravia, I had to train up Turtwig all the way to level 25 in this route to evolve and learn Mega Drain. It's the first somewhat okay grass move with 100% accuracy. This took an additional 9 in-game hours. From here, I was able to move up to Jubilife, I crushed the man with Staravia, and ran over towards Orbra, and accidentally ran into this trainer.
Oh, God.
Yes! Oh my god!
Oh, yes!
That quick attack had a 1/5 chance to not KO, by the way. I really could not afford to make any more mistakes like that. With that over, I carefully navigated the route and cave to enter Orberg City and battle the first gym. I did the calculations, and my level 25 Groddle should just barely be able to take out Rourke with Mega Drains. Go Runk, baby!
Ooh, let's
Oko,
go!
good. One hit KO. This is the one. This is the tough one.
Oh god, I hate this damn Pokemon.
Oko, yes! Oh, thank God. Okay. Just like that, the first gym was done. I made my first save point and was ready to move on to Floaroma Town. This was where I made the discovery that made this challenge a lot more difficult. Team-up battles. In these battles, you're forced to team up with someone else. And the people who you're teamed up with kinda suck. The first required team battle is with Dawn against 2 Galactic Grunts. These grunts have a Glameow and a Stunky. The Glameow knows Fake Out. The only option is to quick attack to outspeed the Glameow, as priority moves in this game all have the same level of priority, then hope the Stunky doesn't hit me. No matter what I do, it's essentially a 50-50 chance of getting hit. So I quick attack the Glameow, which I miscalculated and it didn't even take it out, but the Glameow and Stunky both attack the Piplup, enabling me to finish this battle first try.
Oh, thank God.
After that battle, it was clear my Pokemon needed to be stronger, so I trained up Groddle until level 32, so it evolved and learned Earthquake, then went to Floaroma Town. Valley Windworks was next, and inside was Commander Mars. Her ace is a level 17 Purugly. It has Fake Out. To outspeed and one-hit KO the Purugly with Quick Attack, my Staravia needed to evolve and then get to level 40. I only had the first badge. I grinded against level 10 wild Pokemon until I took damage because I'm dumb. And that team-up battle that I did first try earlier took 3 tries to get past again. Then grinded for another 2.5 hours until Staraptor was finally a level 40, and I could defeat a level 17 Purugly. After saving Valley Windworks, I was able to move up into Eterna Forest and oh god, it's more team-up battles.
In
the forest,
for those who
watched to team up
my
with
water-only Nuzlocke, you guys already know why I fucking hate Cheryl. I hate her so much. I have a vendetta against her for sure. Words can't not describe how much I dislike this character. I'm so sad. How did that go? Not well!
Cheryl. The first required battle in Eterna Forest is against Jack and Brianna. Brianna has a Pachirisu with Quick Attack. So I went into it hoping for the best, and I got hit. So I went all the way back to the first gym. I did 3 hours of grinding, this time catching a Bidoof for HMs, and finding a diseased weasel.
Shiny!
I put it out of its misery, of course.
No!
Then I tried the fight again.
Why would you do that?
Oko.
Oh, no!
Strike shot! Let's go!
Oh,
yes!
Okay. Thank God.
Alright. Alright. Finally. We're good now. And I succeeded. I beat the first required battle of the forest. Keyword.
Oh my goodness,
first.
Required.
Fortunately though, the other battles I was able to force into single battles, so they weren't a problem. And I was able to cast aside the blight of Cheryl. Eterna City is the location of the
You guys don't know what happened, so I did a water-only Nuzlocke for, I think, Shining Pearl, and I failed the first one because I'm just really stupid, and I should not have failed considering that the first gym was, I believe, was Rourke, and I was doing water only, so that should have been a breeze, but apparently it wasn't. So then I did a second try, and I got past it, right? I go into the Eternal Forest with Cheryl, and I got into that double battle with, like, the psychic trainers, and I was like, oh, I'm chilling. But one of their Abras knew an electric move and just ended my run. And I'm just like, Cheryl, you motherfucker. She didn't do anything for me. So I have feelings and I'm really mad about it, okay? I'm allowed to be mad.
Asked Jim, and because I had a level 40 Staraptor, I completely blew it away with a wing attack.
Easy.
The second badge was mine, after 33.5 in-game hours. Not including the time spent in the resets, by the way. After the gym, I went back and got a Buizel for later. 75% chance. Please!
Please!
1, 2, 3! Big pause.
Let's go!
Easily cleared out the Galactic base, grabbed a bike, and the Explorer kit. I cautiously traveled through to Hardhome, with a few uneventful battles along the way. The next big hurdle was Badge 3 from Fantina, the Ghost Gym Leader. Fantina has a Duskull with Shadow Sneak, a priority move. Then a Haunter with Sucker Punch, also a priority move. The Duskull was simple to deal with because Shadow Sneak couldn't hit my Staraptor, but the Haunter was trouble. Sucker Punch was able to hit my Staraptor, and Quick Attack couldn't hit the Haunter. So in order to beat the Haunter, I needed to train my Buizel to level 45 so it evolved and had the stats to defeat the Haunter with a single Aqua Jet. The final Pokemon, Mismagius, was a simple crunch. And the third badge was mine after 46 in-game hours. With the third badge in the bag, this was where the challenge changed. I grabbed a gift Eevee, but the man who gave me some incredible advice. Make sure all your attacks hit, avoid every enemy attack. That's the strat. That's all you gotta do. And walked into Solaceon Town, confident as ever. Solaceon Town has the Pokemon Daycare. The Daycare is what turned this challenge from a boring, grindy mess into a fun puzzle. If you deposit Pokemon in the Daycare, every step you take, your Pokemon gains 1 experience point. So all I had to do to get level 100 Pokemon was to shove them in the Daycare and bike up and down over and over until I traveled around 1 million tiles. And that's what I did. I threw Staraptor and Floatzel into the Daycare, and off-stream, biked up and down for 30 in-game hours. Or around 8 hours with the speed up. The next stream, I was ready to crush this game. Or so I thought. I picked up my incredibly powerful level 100 Pokemon, swept through Route 215, until I encountered a very unexpected problem. Ace Trainer Dennis. He was an unavoidable trainer who had a Drift Blim. Drift Blims have the ability Aftermath, where, on the turn the Pokemon is defeated, if the opposing Pokemon made contact, it takes damage. This was a problem. My 2 level 100s only had moves that made contact. We scoured the game and strategized the best we could, and the best solution to the problem, barring extra hours and hours of grinding, was getting Rock Tomb and teaching it the Floatzel. In Gen 4, Rock Tomb only has 80% accuracy. It was a 1 in 5 chance that I would take damage. A 1 in 5 chance I would have to spend 8 more hours of my life biking up and down. Here's the battle.
I would cry, bro.
No! No!
I would have lost my fucking marbles, dude. That would have, like, actually ruined the rest of my, like, day. Or not even day, just the rest of the year. Holy shit, what the fuck? That's so bad. Oh my goodness. And he has to go back and do the 8-hour grind again, doesn't he? Holy shit. It's always the motherfuckers named Dennis, dude. It's always the motherfuckers named Dennis.
Why? Just one closer to 69, baby. I should have probably just done some extra grinding on my Torterra instead. But I reset. And since I'm stubborn, I just tried the Rock Tomb strategy again.
Oh god, yes. Thank god.
Oh, it doesn't happen twice. Let's go.
If it happened twice,
that was a fun way to waste 8 hours. With that fight complete, I moved on to the 4th gym, swept the whole thing easily, and saved the game. 73 hours in. Next up was doing a quick battle against some galactic grunts. With Dawn. The grunts open with 2 Zubats, so I can't Earthquake them with Torterra. I was a bit reckless here because I had just finished a gym, so I decided to test my luck, taking them on without any strategy. I had to reset a few times until...
Nice.
This was the moment Chat and I decided to never make a single mistake ever again. So we came up with a foolproof plan to defeat the Zubats. I walked down to Pastoria City, went to the move reminder, and taught Floatzel Swift, which hits both Pokemon in double battles. With this excellent idea, I was able to defeat the Grunts without having to rely on good luck. The 5th gym was up next, and it was easy. Just Aerial Ace Crash Awakes Gyarados,
Easy
Quick Attack
money.
the Floatzel as it had Aqua Jet, and Aerial Ace the Quagsire. 5 badges down, 3 to go. Before the 6th gym, I did have to run a few errands, like delivering the old charm to Cynthia's grandma in Celestic Town. I traveled through the foggy area on Route 210, and accidentally got into a battle. Of course, I had also forgot to use Defog, so I was going into the battle with a 40% chance to miss each attack. Fortunately, I had
That's
Aerial
too
Ace for
big.
Scyther, but the Scyther knew Quick Attack, so I had to use my own Quick Attack. It hit.
Thank God.
Next was a Luxio, which I was able to take out with an Aerial Ace. The final Pokemon was the worst case scenario, a Probopass.
I fucking
Both Swift
hate
and Aerial
Probopass.
Ace would not take it out in one hit.
I hate
Here's
him
what happened.
so much.
Don't miss. No. No!
No! No!
Ah! Ah!
Thank God!
Ah!
Oh, that was lucky. The rest of the route I smartened up and used Defog, so it was stress-free. I destroyed Cyrus in the ruins, snagged Surf, and made my way to Canalave City. The man was waiting for me, so I Aqua Jet the Staraptor and Infernape, Aerial Ace's Roserade and Heracross, and Quick Attack the Floatzel. Easy. Before the gym, I paid a visit to Iron Island to see Riley. To get the HM for strength, you have to talk
do
to
like
Riley.
Riley.
The thing is, all of the Iron Island battles are dreaded team battles. Fortunately though, Riley just hands strength to you right at the start and waits for you inside. So I abandoned him and went right back to Canalab for the gym. The gym was fairly
You're like,
straightforward.
you know what, I'm
I
fucking
did need
out.
to pick up a Mystic Water in Pastoria though, to ensure an Aqua Jet KO on a Scizor that knew Quick Attack. Other than that though, it was a clean Surf sweep for the 6th badge.
Oh, hell
Team
yeah.
Galactic started causing some chaos, so I went to Lake Valor, cleaned things up there, then Lake Verity because Dawn couldn't handle it herself, and up towards Snowpoint to Lake Acuity, where it's hailing. But that's okay, because I had a way to deal with it. Remember the Eevee I picked up? By walking just barely into the hail on Route 217, and using a rare candy on Eevee. It evolved into Glaceon, a Pokemon immune to the effects of hail. But it was still weak, and it doesn't learn any good Ice-type moves,
Back
so
to
I
the
chucked it
Daycare.
and Torterra into the Daycare to make them strong. The only powerful Ice-type move with 100% accuracy in this gen is Ice Beam. To acquire Ice Beam, you have to spend 10,000 Game Corner coins. 10,000 Game Corner
That
coins
is a
cost
lot of coins.
200,000 Poké Dollars. And I was completely broke after spending all of my money on the Daycare. So I came up with a get-rich-quick scheme. Make Staraptor hold a Luck Incense, walk up to some snobby rich kids, and beat them up repeatedly with the Versa Seeker until the entirety of their parents' wealth is securely in my pocket.
Amazing.
Then I blew
Just-
it all on a
just-
single TM.
Eat the rich.
With that done, it was just a matter of running up and down for another 8 hours. Once Glaceon and Torterra were level 100,
my
I was ready to take on the
God.
Blizzard. I taught Glaceon Ice Beam and Shadow Ball, and went to the move reminder to get Ice Shard. The battles through Route 217 were straightforwards. Ice Shard the Pokemon with priority moves, Shadow Ball the Pokemon resistant to Ice, and Ice Beam the rest. Snowpoint City Gym was not as easy. The first issue was the puzzle itself. A few of the trainers in the
I
gym have
remember
Snovers,
hating
then
this
Sneasels.
gym, bro.
Snovers set up Hail with the Snow Warning ability, and in Gen 4, weather effects last indefinitely. Then the Sneasels have a Quick Attack, forcing my Glaceon to stay in and use a priority move. The thing with this is that Ice Shard or Quick Attack both don't do enough to KO a Sneasel. So I needed to find a path through the gym that avoided all trainers to not risk getting into one of these Snover Sneasel fights. It took a while, but after looking at a map of the gym for nearly 15 minutes, Chad and I were able to find a route skipping all of the trainers in the gym
Jesus
while solving the puzzle.
Christ.
Of course, that wasn't the only difficulty in the gym. We still had Candace. Candace opens with a Sneasel, which was simple.
Candace dick fit in your mouth? Please don't click off my stream. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Every single time Candace shows up, I have to make that joke. I don't care if you think it's not funny or it's a 12-year-old joke, but I think it's funny, okay? I think it's funny. I would have accepted these nuts. I'm sorry. I had to. I couldn't hold it in. I had to make the joke. Poseidon, I joined to that. What the fuck? It's in my contract. You're right. It's in my contract for Mythos. In order for me to stay as Poseidon, I have to make at least one Candace joke every single stream. It's a must, okay?
Well, since it wasn't hailing yet, we're able to outspeed its quick attack with Aqua Jet for the knockout, but Pokemon 2 is where things get more complicated. If Candace sends out Abomasnow next, it starts hailing with Snow Warning. Abomasnow itself can be taken out easily with Glaceon's Ice Beam, and the Pillow Slime that follows it, but the reason that hail is a problem is because of Frostlass and its ability, Snowcloak. Snowcloak in hail makes moves miss 1/5 of the time. To guarantee the KO, I need to move on Glaceon that never misses. And as you can clearly see, Glaceon doesn't have one of those no-miss moves.
Nope!
Well, except it does. The hail here that causes the accuracy issue also solves it. As it turns out, Blizzard bypasses the accuracy check while hailing. So, I was able to Blizzard with 100% confidence and take out the Frostlass, nabbing me the 7th badge. I dealt with the Lake Acuity stuff, then wiped out the Galactic Headquarters, getting the Master Ball from Cyrus along the way, and headed up to Spear Pillar for the end of the world. Oh, you thought I was talking about the whole portal thing? No, it's another team battle. But for real though, this one was surprisingly easy. None of the opposing Pokemon no priority moves. So Floatzel was able to surf, instantly drowning everything on the field. I hopped into another dimension real quick and caught Giratina with the Master Ball.
Poseidon, when are you gonna try this? Hell no. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this kind of pain. I think Schmant's a little crazy, okay? I think he's a little crazy for doing something like this, okay? He might be a masochist, but I'm not, okay? I could not put myself through this much pain.
Strong as I needed it to be, so I biked up and down for 2 hours until it was level 66. I also beat up the rich kids again for money for some stat boosting items and a few TMs I'll explain later. Then, I was able to move through Route 222, only fighting a single trainer with a Wingull.
Alright, Kuro level 100. Should just absolutely crush.
Famous last words?
Yes. No!
Which I forgot had Quick Attack. So, I reset and got everything all over again. When I returned to the Wingull, I remembered it had Quick Attack this time. Now, onto the final gym. The opposing Pokemon are now getting to the levels where every battle needs to be meticulously planned out. Quick Attack the Jolteon with Staraptor to outspeed its own Quick Attack, Earth Power the Raichu with Giratina, Surf the Luxray with Floatzel, and with a Silk Scarf on Staraptor, Quick Attack the Electivire to get the 8th badge. From here, it was a quick jog through Victory Road and a simple rival battle before the Elite Four Gauntlet. I taught my team some important TMs, leveled up Giratina one last time to restore balance, and went in. No going back now. The start of the Aaron battle was simple. Aerial Ace is Yanmega, Earthquake the Drapion, Aerial Ace the Vespiquen, and Aerial Ace the Heracross. The Scizor, though, was trouble. Scizor knew Quick Attack, and it had enough defense where my own Quick Attack or Aqua Jet couldn't take it out. There were no priority moves that could defeat it in one shot. So, my solution was Giratina, who wasn't affected by Quick Attack. The problem with Giratina was that it was only level 69, and a level 69 Giratina couldn't normally defeat a Scizor in one hit. Well, not without Natural Gift. Natural Gift is a move that changes its typing and damage based on the berry that your Pokemon is holding. Give Giratina an Aqua Berry, and Natural Gift becomes a 60 power, Fire-type move. So I did just that, and incinerated the Scizor, winning the first battle.
Hell yeah.
Bertha was next, but with Torterra, the battle was simple. Giga drained everything except Gliscor, where you use Ice Beam with Glaceon. Flint was another simple one, Surf the Houndoom, Aqua Jet the Infernape, Surf the Rapidash and Magmortar, and Aqua Jet the Flareon. Lucian was next, an easy Shadow Ball sweep, except for Espeon, where I had to Quick Attack with Staraptor. The final fight with Cynthia was the most meticulously planned fight of them all. Glaceon's Ice Beam couldn't take out the Spiritomb in one hit, so I had to give it an Icicle Plate to deal just enough damage.
Oh my
Lucario had
goodness.
extreme speed, so I had to use Giratina. Giratina was leveled exactly to 69 and given just enough stat boosting items to outspeed. Giratina was also given choice specs, which I picked up in Celestic Town. So Earth Power just barely KO'd.
Okay.
Nature Glaceon had enough speed to outspeed the Garchomp to KO it and Togekiss with Ice Beam. I taught Staraptor close combat to one-hit KO the Milotic.
Let's go!
Then it was an Ice Beam onto the Roserade to finish off the challenge and beat Pokemon Platinum without taking a single hit point of damage. 138 hours, 37 minutes, not including the resets. And that's how I did it. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe. I play games wrong all the time. And stop by my
Hey,
Twitch
real.
for the live experience if you're into that. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Holy shit. That man was suffering. He went through hell and back. And you know what? I have so much respect. Oh my goodness. The way I would have crashed down.